we were to go to Libya, Tripoli. That was where the competition was taking place.
Yeah.
We had no money
There was
to
no
buy
money.
air tickets.
Wow. Wow.
We had no money to buy air tickets. So what happened was that Gaddafi, who was a good friend of Rawlings, sent an aircraft, I think one of the military aircrafts,
Transport the players.
transported the players from here to Tripoli. And of course, the Libyans thought this sort of gigantic favor that has been done for us, we might pull the game in the way so that they can win.
They can win.
And it turned out to be a different thing.
We beat them.
Oh, we beat them. And what they did that was so significant. But then in this country, there were shortages of soap, shortages of tea roll, so a lot of things.
Okay.
So when they realized that we don't want to step down for them, they started throwing on the pitch tea rolls.
Wow. And soap.
They didn't have soap. So people would have picked tea rolls. The tea rolls, when you throw it, it just roll out.
Yes,
like
yes.
Now, when it was time for the boys to come, the same Gaddafi gave them the aircraft
to come
to bring them down. And I remember, by then I just left the military also. Yeah, I've left the military. After my coup d'etat attempt.
Yeah.
I've left the military.
You had resigned.
No, I was sacked from the military.
You were sacked?
Yeah.
Because of the coup attempt?
Oh, yes. I mean, who allows a coup d'etat? Either you succeed or you don't succeed. Either you are detained or you are killed.
Yeah. So you were lucky?
I was damn lucky. So I remember I was at the Polo Club, the one here.
Yeah.
Then I was then working with my uncle at Nyaho Clinic. And I used to be a doctor to the Polo Club.
Okay.
So we were sitting down there one day. Normally when an aircraft is coming to land, you can see the aircraft.
Yes.
Almost as it touches.
Landing, yeah.
And marquees can
display. Yeah.
And not knowing that other aircraft was a military aircraft.
Okay.
So the pilot was doing similar things. So the players got scared. But finally, they landed beautifully.
Okay.
So that was the last time we ever won the cup for the fourth time. After that, over 40-something years now. Could be about 44, 45 years ago. After that, nothing till today. Now you ask yourself, why? That's why I started from Kumasi.
Yeah. What are we doing wrong? What should we do right?
There might be certain developments that have affected our football.
Okay.
Firstly, I think these so-called managers who handle the young boys have done a lot of disservice to Ghana football.
Okay.
Well, the boys don't get matured, and then
they put them out.
Most of them, when they get to Europe, they can't qualify, and then they are left there. Somebody who could have been a good talent back home.
They've spoiled their talent.
And also, we didn't have gifted footballers like we had in those days.
Okay.
I think you follow me.
Yeah.
So that also was another factor.
Okay.
Then also, the question of government itself being interested in the game or not.
Interference by politicians or government.
Government, of course, when I say government, I'm talking about politicians. And surprisingly, after that, football started nosediving. It has continued to today. Another key point, when coaches are hired, many a time, some of them, they don't even stay here.
They stay outside.
Oh, yes.
and be working.
This Israeli coach you had, I've forgotten his name. An Israeli coach.
The Israeli coach.
If you call the name, I don't know. He never lived here. There was a time I even came out to criticize him. Now, footballers now in international competitions must train together. When they are selected by their coaches from various clubs around the country, around the world, they have to train together for some time so that they gel. Do you follow me?
I'm following you.
But that is lacking, and it is still lacking. As I talk to you now, the most recent game we played and we disgraced ourselves was it not Sudan?
Yeah, Sudan.
War-torn Sudan.
Sudan, yes.
You can see that Sudan had a cohesion. Sudan. They were playing football.
Yes.
I salute, what's the name of the boy?
Kwasi Appiah.
I could say Appiah for that.
You said Sudan were playing football?
Yes.
And what were we playing?
We were not playing football. I would have defeated them. I said Sudan played football with cohesion.
Cohesion, okay.
You follow me? Yeah. Now, and that was what, and mind you, Kwasi Appiah, I don't believe his team has played any game at all in Sudan.
Yes.
All their various contests have been played outside
Sudan. Yeah.
But yet, look at how they disgrace us. Ghana.
They disgraced us.
Yeah. So the question of the boys not having
the talent,
the opportunity, I would say, to train together.
Okay.
At times you can see some of them even come to join the team within hours to the time of
so
the
lack of
game.
cohesion.
Of course. I mean, footballers all over the world, FIFA allows when there's world competition or even
they come together,
intercontinental or countries
to fraternize.
You allow period. It's not less than 2 weeks. It should be about 2 weeks or more.
Okay, interesting.
So that you play and you get to know yourselves. That's why FIFA allows that. But our boys at times, they will be dragged, they won't come. Either because they don't respect the coach or the coach. That one is left to them. But it's one area too that if we don't put right, we shall never get it right.
Okay. Interestingly, there was no monetization in your submission, or it's somewhere.
Well, when you say monetization, what do you mean?
Like players interested in money. People at the GFA also interested in money, so they pick who they want to pick because you've paid amount of money.
No, when I was head of the FA, buy their own tickets.
The players buy their own tickets?
Yes, listen to me carefully. That's what I came to meet.
Okay.
They buy their own ticket in and out. At times they'll pay them, at times they won't pay them.
Okay.
When I came, I changed it.
Oh, okay.
We bought the tickets for them.
For players.
Secondly, they were paid or they were given allowances in cities. I remember I spoke with President Kufuor. But then the country finances were okay. And we started paying them in dollars. Thirdly, and the most important thing, the comfort of the player is important. They used to sleep in 4th class, 5th class, some sort of places they call hotel.
Yeah.
I moved them to higher class hotel.
The 5-star hotel.
5-star hotel. Even when they go outside, they stay in 5-star hotel. The FA paid for it. So that built their confidence for some time.
Or they realized somebody cared for them.
Exactly. Now, the question of money, yes, has been a huge problem. Because if you watch carefully, when these boys from Europe come down here to play football, they think more about their feet than what they will play for the country. Because he knows if he gets injured here, that might be the end of his career.
Yes.
And that's the more reason why I say coaches are employed to train the boys, not just to supervise them. We had a coach in this country during the time of Nkrumah called Edward Aqua. He was a goalkeeper. But a coach from Sweden called Shrosberg turned him into a striker. And he became #1 striker for Ghana.
Wow.
He played Black Stars.
So the coach must be a trainer.
Absolutely. A coach should be able to turn even...
what is non-existent to what is existent.
Absolutely. In Europe, that's what they do. That's the work of a coach. If a coach is incapable of doing this, then it's not fit to be a coach. You study the boys and know where to fit who. You follow me? So, these are some of the things that have dragged us back. That a couple of years ago, the footballers were demanding $100,000 each in Brazil before they play.
Yes. Money has to be flown to them.
Yeah, money has to be flown. So these are some of the things. These are totally wrong. We have to create a situation where the boys themselves will have interest, not only in the game, but the nation they are playing for.
Okay.
And I don't think we are there yet.
Very well. Book. Currently, are you okay with how things are going?
Oh yeah, we have no problem.
You don't have any problem?
Us is never say that.
Until the boys are
we have no problem. You say, you watch how things are going. There was a time when boys shouting and you sack the coach. The coach is going nowhere.
You won't sack
It's a good coach. It's a good coach. Look at the results now. Look at our position, our first round. It's not bad. There was a time we were really at a threatening relegation zone. We are comfortable. I think we are now at the 6 or so. The point between us and Kotoko is nothing much. Nothing much.
We are just left with some few, or in 2026, maybe if we are qualified, we'll go to the World Cup. Do you think the DIU is currently playing well with his team abroad? Do you think that he should be called back?
Well, Dede is an experienced footballer. You see, at times I don't know who supervises some of the... I have been the chairman of a Black Star committee before. I was holding that position as far as president of the Football Association. But I studied the whole thing carefully. And I resigned as chairman of the Black Star committee and gave it to Kwasi Nyantaky to handle. And he did well.
He did well.
You follow me?
Kwasi Nyantaky did well.
Very well. He's a very competent person. And I'm telling you, but for that so-called scandal by that man, that announced rubbish.
It was rubbish, right?
Oh, I don't believe in that man. I am telling you.
The number 7.
I don't believe in him.
You don't believe in us?
Oh. Look, what he forgets is that people also study him.
Okay.
You shouldn't think it's not known. It's not. A man who fights with ordinary people about land and whatnot. These are facts. How can he be an investigative journalist? That's point number 1. Point number 2, in civilized world, investigative journalists never disclose what they have found to some head of states.
Okay.
Or some prominent people in the country before it
comes out
to the public domain.
Yeah.
So I will never call you an investigative journalist. And what happened to Kwasi Nyantaky, to me, it was all planned.
It is a planned work?
Yeah. I've said it several times.
Within GFA?
I don't know who did, but it was a planned work. Because he mentioned names, he mentioned Bawumia's name, he mentioned Akufo-Addo names. Did they appear?
No.
Before in the committee?
No. So you think that it was orchestrated by these two people?
There are people,
but at the end of the day, he was.
There are people who felt he was going too fast.
Okay, you could rise against them.
No, he could rise. Kwasi got to a level. He was my deputy. I know him very well. He got to a level, and I'm telling you, I can say this with confidence, that but for that so-called number 12 or whatever you call it, no one has seen the number 11 yet.
No.
So that should also be something you should go and find out. That so-called number 12 investigation. But for that thing, Kwasi definitely would have become president of CAF, and he will walk into FIFA, and he will be the first African to head FIFA.
He was almost there.
I'm glad you have said so.
Yeah, he was almost there.
So I believe strongly a group of people sat down and planned this. Because when I look at the money they are supposed to, I don't think Kwasi will behave that way.
Okay. But your take on the current management team, the management of Black Stars, your take on them? Are they
what management team? Are you talking about the FA?
The FA.
Oh, the FA, right now, you are going the democratic way.
Okay.
I have no problem with that. Elections are held, there's campaigning, just like we do with the local politics.
Yes.
However, recently I learned they were trying to change the constitution to either a 3 or 4 year term. Extension. I will say it on your platform that I will fight it.
You will fight it?
Oh.
You will fight against it?
Absolutely. If I have to go to court, I'll go.
You go to court?
Absolutely. They have to go by the constitution. Okay?
Yeah.
Because this is where you will learn such minor things, and later it becomes a big problem.
In fact, we have a new Black Stars Management Committee. Randy Abbey, Dr. Randy Abbey is leading. I know you know him.
Randy. Oh, I know Randy very
well. Yes, Stephen Appiah is part of it. One other person, I can't see his name, but I see other people, other 3 people also with them. So you think that these extensions, you will fight it with your last blood?
No, but they, I don't think they will be responsible. Listen to me. You mentioned Black Stars Management Committee. Yeah. It's not the GFA.
Okay. So they are totally different.
They are totally different.
Okay.
They cannot. They won't even try.
They won't try it.
Yeah, because there's a constitution there
guiding them.
Okay, there have not been any review. And if there's a review before you even attempt changing anything, there must be election.
Okay.
You follow me? However, with the new leadership of I know only 2 of them very well.
Yeah.
I know Randy Abbey.
Yeah, Randy Abbey.
And also Stephen Appiah has been my boss.
Yeah. Because Stephen Appiah was your boss.
Very. Oh yeah. When I was FA boss, he was playing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stephen Appiah and this boy. Boating, Asamoah, is it Asamoah Boating?
Asamoah Jan.
Asamoah Jan.
Yeah,
Asamoah Jan. It was them, a young chap, I remember very, very well. And that was the period for the first time defeated South Africa.
Yes.
He had a brother called something Jan.
Bafo Jan.
Bafo Jan. Yeah, he's senior to him. Another good footballer.
Yeah.
No, okay. I know Randy is a good administrator. Appiah is both also technically good. Very good, and also he's done a lot in football, so he knows exactly what it's about.
Okay.
And these 2 people, they should be able to carry the rest along.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's move away from football. You've given us very educative and very insight football, but let's talk about politics. Let's move to Nana Addo&Bawumia. You have moved with the former president for a very long time. I remember one thing I can say is that when we were in Preko, you moved with him. How